McDonald's is downsizing its menu. It has cut 7 sandwiches, plus the honey mustard and chipotle barbecue snack wraps. Say it isn't so. This comes after the fast food giant reported another quarter of declining sales, with net income down 33% and revenue falling 11%. Michael Regan, editor-at-large for Bloomberg, joins us. Michael, so why make these cuts?
Well, McDonald's has really been struggling through this period of slow to negative sales growth for a few years, and its stock price has drastically underperformed the market. It's up about 85% in this bull market, but the overall market's tripled since 2009. So that both of those issues obviously put a lot of pressure on the management to turn things around. And they've brought in a new CEO named Steve Easterbrook, a British gentleman. And this appears to be the beginnings of his turnaround efforts, is to sort of simplify the menu and get back to their core as a burger chain.
Well, Michael, I know you watch us every morning, so you know that Steve Easterbrook was already here. He was here last month, and he told us that his go-to burger was a quarter pounder, so I know that's not in jeopardy. But does it have anything to do with the fact that McDonald's is a drive-through business? Did that have anything to do with their decision, do you think?
It's part of it, and what they're doing is sort of laying the groundwork for some future projects that they're testing out. One thing that they're looking at is possibly bringing breakfast all day.
Yeah, and they're trying it in California.
Right, they're testing that out in some few markets, and they also want to sort of create an interactive experience where you order through a touchpad. And obviously at the drive-through, that's sort of a troubling, not troubling, but it's a difficult issue to deal with, because you don't want to slow down the drive-through too much.
People looking at a big menu.
Right, and if you have the original thing they tested, it gave people tons of choices on all the toppings, the buns, and the cheeses. And you run the risk of someone sitting there staring at it forever, and the guy behind them just, leaving.
Yeah. Are other fast food companies doing better than McDonald's? And if so, what's the difference?
It's really hard to point at one single difference. The other fast food chains are doing better. And really, the backdrop of this is this sort of creation of this gourmet culture in America over the last few years, the rise of the chef as a class of celebrity. Yeah. And Ronald McDonald is just not in that class of the Gordon Ramsays of the world.
That's just marketing, isn't it?
It's marketing to some extent. It's also, Americans have really started to focus more on what they're eating. And companies like Chipotle have done a good job of really marketing how high quality their products is. And McDonald's has sort of trailed in that aspect.
Thank you so much, Michael.